Rucker have any other requests I could help with? Well, hello, darling. A pleasure to meet another guest of our fine establishment. I am Orlando, your host and management liaison. If you'll pardon me for just one moment, that will be all. Please give my regards to Ms. Rucker. If you are here for leisure, I regret to inform you that our regular resort activities are temporarily unavailable. However, if you are here for the refuge and the fine work of the lovely responders, I am delighted to welcome you on their behalf.
Safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you
How are we going to accommodate so many guests? They aren't even
Yes,
paying.
I believe the originals had been. Quite a tragic tale. Such a noble endeavor. Fortunately, their ideals and organization have been revived, and this refuge is their new home. If I may be totally honest with you, dear, I have heard others use the Responder's name as well, to be fair. But I think Appalachia could always use more people with such altruistic goals, so that's all right. I'm sure you agree. Ah, perhaps you have not heard. The White Spring is now home to the Refuge, a place of safety and care for all in need. The Refuge is being run by the Responders, individuals committed to the well-being of their fellows. They founded the Refuge in response to new waves of refugees coming to Appalachia, people in great need of help. Food, medical care, clothing, a place to sleep. All of these are available for those who need them. Of course, dear. The owners of the White Spring itself. The resort, hotel, golf course, all of it. Very much still alive, I assure you, though regrettably unable to oversee affairs in current circumstances. As such, now that we have new guests, they have sent me in their stead to take care of things as needed. I couldn't be more pleased to do so. A delicious opportunity to be of help and meet fascinating people such as yourself. What a wonderful thing for you to ask, darling. I knew there was something special about you from the moment I saw you. As it happens, the responders are looking for volunteers to assist them in a particular outreach effort. Those industrious wonders have repaired a vertibird to full working order and are using it to make contact with more distant settlements. They've made allies with people in Pittsburgh. The locals call it the Pit now, who seem to be in dire need of outside assistance. If you don't mind me saying so, you look like you can handle yourself. You might be just who they're looking for. They call themselves the Union. Something of a resistance movement, I understand, against more aggressive forces. One of their representatives is currently staying with us, a Mr. Skippy Rorich. Delightful man.
Is that even possible?
Well, they'll be better able to explain the details, but I believe they're looking for fighters, actually. Their contacts in the Pit are in something of a desperate situation, it seems, against a dangerous enemy. I hate the thought of you putting yourself in such danger, but it does appear to be for a good cause. Oh, you're terribly brave, aren't you, dear? Imagine if we all had such courage. Now, darling, before anybody bundles you off, The first thing you should do is introduce yourself to some of the responders. I just so happen to know a few in need of more local assistance, and helping them will earn you the other thing you'll need. That other thing being, of course, their trust. The vertebird does belong to them, after all. Our lovely Ms. Rucker is the closest thing to a leader the refuge has, though I believe she's less than comfortable with the title. You can find her in their headquarters, beyond the dining area. The darling chef, Miss Rousseau, needs some assistance in the kitchen, I hear. And Ms. Wagner, over in the common area, is looking for donations. I'm sure your generosity will be well rewarded.
Oh, how are we going to accommodate so many guests? They aren't even paying.
Wonderful, my dear. I'm certain you will be a tremendous help to them and the refuge. When you are finished with each of them, I recommend you speak with Mr. Skippy Rorich, the pit union representative. I imagine he'll want to discuss the situation in the pit with you before you embark. Do feel free to visit me at your leisure if you wish to chat. I have an office in the management wing. You can't miss it.
The letter here's a little bland. Not enough rads to give it flavor.
You said me overcharge me for that hairbrush? Nah, 50 caps is reasonable.
Well, hello there, stranger. Pleased to meet you. I'm Sophie Wagner. Look around. The refuge. Quite a place, isn't it? I mean, sure, fancy pants, golf club, resort, that's nice, but I'm talking about the refuge. A haven for the lost, the dispossessed, the hungry, and unfortunate. A monument to our ability to have compassion for each other. Isn't it grand? Isn't it worth preserving, building, growing?
Heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe and not somewhere like that.
Sort of. Well, I haven't seen you around before, so, glad to have you. But I wasn't trying to recruit you anyway. I'm actually more in the material support end of things. Scouting for volunteers isn't really my department. Now that's what I'm talking about. People supporting each other. You got the right spirit. Rucker's put me in charge of running a bit of a donation drive. Have you met Rucker? She's amazing, you should. Anyway, it might surprise you to know an operation like this is always churning through supplies. We work hard to keep things in stock, and that funny Orlando character does their best to help out as well, but well, we still have shortfalls. So here I am, asking generous folks such as yourself to help us fill in those gaps and keep the refuge running.
A safe haven filled with people trying to help others? It feels like I've died and gone to heaven. Or hell, if you look out the window.
Let me check my notes. Well, I'll tell you, we've had a heck of a run on raw cloth, and it's really drained our stock. If you could spare, say, 50 pieces, it'd be a huge help to us.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a few rads.
Yeah. The warm glow of providing aid to your fellow person. The joy of supporting a noble and worthwhile cause. Isn't that great? Okay. If that's not enough for you, Rucker's given the okay to dole out a little of some supplies we've got plenty of. I got a feeling you might be helping out there. So I bet you'll find a use for these. Oh, lots of places. Old stuffed toys, pillows. Heck, you can even make some out of old newspapers or magazines. That's okay. Who just carries that around in their pockets or whatever, right? I'll be here all day, though. If you want to come back, bring it by later. If you can, of course. You know where to find me. It'd really make my day if you did.
Damn, that blood bug stink was nasty. Wonder what it was like. Please respond.
Glad to see you've returned. Are you ready to donate? You do? Amazing. Thank you so much. This is going to be a big help. It just so happens I got a little something for you as a reward for your generosity. We might need a lot of things, but you know how it is. Poor in one way, rich in another. I put together some of what we can spare for you. And I've got a feeling you're gonna need them. See? Mutual aid. Everybody wins. Thanks so much for the help. Drop by again. If I know Rucker, I'll be looking for something new every day.
They joined.
Take care of yourself.
Discount? Not in this damn bottle cap economy.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work.
It's been so long since I've had food with actual flavor.
Considering all the places I could have ended up, I'm extremely lucky I'm here.
There's no problem too big to solve.
Bonjour! My name is Esme Rousseau, but most people around here know me as Chef Esme. We've had some representatives from Foundation and Crater come here seeking assistance with the recent influx of refugees. I thought that we could help them out by providing some food for their people. I've started a pot of venison and potato stew, one of my newest creations. Would you be able to help me finish it? How wonderful! I can't wait to whip up something delicious for everyone! The stew requires potatoes, venison, salt, black pepper, and carrots. The ingredients can be found in our storage area. Your job is to grab the ingredients and put them in before the stew burns. Super! Let's have you start by stirring the stew, which will help keep it from burning. Remember to continuously stir during the cooking process.
This wanton robot tried to give me a haircut before running off.
Fantastique!
Shame.
Let's get the first of the
Can't get the bath by
ingredients and
myself.
prepare them. You're
Always
looking
make sure
for
to boil
carrots,
your water before you drink it.
potatoes, and the pièce de résistance, the venison.
Good evening. Our late night fare is still up.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back, but I'm glad they chose to send me somewhere safe. Somewhere like that.
No reservations required. Help yourself to any table.
I can't wait until dinner.
These robots sure make my job easier.
I hope you get some better
Please
meat
seat
soon.
yourself.
Its tenderness is
A
magnificent.
waiter will be with you shortly.
I could really use a drink. But Rucker wants us sober on the job.
My friends didn't want to join up with me. Said the responders sounded like too much work.
I was out scavenging for food earlier.
Wonder what they're doing now.
Only got attacked by Scorched once.
Helping people is our chief mission. The cool uniforms are just a nice bonus.
No mouth in Appalachia will go hungry with Chef Esme around. This is smelling delicious. Let's add more flavor with some salt and pepper
I
now.
wouldn't want to be Rucker. I never thought a single person could be spread so thin.
Folks don't join the responders
Sorry,
for
I'm
caps.
not much for
They
conversation.
join to make a difference.
Alice, I'm talking like you're
Great work! Now that your stew is done, it is time to add your own special touch. A restorative element? How inspired! Delicious and useful. I am sure whoever you choose to give it to will be very appreciative. Here is your finished stew. Now, it is time to feed some of the hungry. I believe you can find the raider and settler representatives in the bar area. You must make a choice, since there is not enough to feed everyone, I'm afraid. I'll do my best to gather more ingredients so that we can cook again another time.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown. I know it was way back. This place is a little too cushy.
You have anything to do with this place? We got a bunch of people coming into Crater, trying to eat all our food. And maybe this stew will help cure my hangover, too. Thanks for that.
our late night fare.
Wait till dinner.
Well, seems like timing is one of your strong suits. Look, I can stitch up a gash with the best of them. But Appalachia, well, she can do a lot worse than cut us open. Cut a lot of folks here with sickness we don't understand, and injuries we don't know how to treat. What we need more than anything is know-how. So I propose we trade what I got that I don't need for what you need that you don't got. I've heard you're looking ahead into the pit, and the only safe way out of Appalachia is that metal bird Lennox has perched up on the roof. She don't fly without my approval, and right now, you ain't got it. So, that's the deal. You bring back medical information that'll help me figure out how to help these folks. And I'll okay your
Times you
little
gotta accept the
expedition.
cards you were dealt and learn to make the best of it.
Today you'll be going to school. What's left of it anyway. Can the responders count on you? Nice. Well, let's get to it then. Anything you're able to find, go ahead and bring it back to our lead medic. I'll let her know to look for you. Good luck out there. Well, you're not bleeding through your shirt. I call that a good day. Name's Rucker.
Robot butlers. Is this a refuge or a palace?
Nothing right now. Better believe it. Better believe. Thought you might. Well, when a couple of folks, I start. Well.
I was out scavenging for food earlier. Only got attacked by Scorched once.
It says they'll build us a better tomorrow. Can we really trust them?
serve, and protect.
Find yourself in a bind, always...
Check in with the medics if you're feeling under the weather.
Cleaning this place up actually gives me a sense of peace.
I think we can make this place home for a lot of people, yourself included.
The potatoes here taste amazing. So fresh, and only a few rads.
Wonder if they have.
I asked Tannen for a drink on the rocks.
Rucker said to be looking for you. Hope you got some good news about those anatomy textbooks. These textbooks are heavier than I thought they'd be. I'll get these distributed to the other medics right away. Getting this here means so much. Thank you, from all of us.
Why do you bother helping people that can't help themselves?
We could always use an extra hand around here.
I suppose a nice refuge like this is worth more hungry hearts.
Hey there. Don't think we met. I'm Skippy Rorich. Something I or the Union can do for you? That's right, looking for someone to help us take the fight to the Fanatics. Surprised we got a taker, actually. You are interested, right? Hell, you've got raider gangs here, right? I've heard about your Blood Eagles. The Fanatics are something like them, but more organized. Imagine every single raider gang you've ever heard got together and decided to make like Genghis Khan. Sweep over everything. Kill anyone who won't join, and put anyone too weak to fight into forced labor camps. Everything that's not theirs they take. That's the Fanatics. And be glad they're not here. The Union's back's against the wall. We're doing our best to hold off the Fanatics. Keep them from taking everything. Occasionally, we win some small victories, but not a lot. Got a couple of situations back there right now where an extra hand might tip things in our favor, at least for now. I don't want to call it mercenary work, but I'm not gonna lie. You'll be going there to fight. Fantastic. Let me just get Rucker in here. It's her bird, after all. Thanks for coming by, Rucker. Looks like we got a volunteer to take a trip out to the pit.
We've met. Had a feeling you might be up for this when you came by earlier. Guess I was right.
Figured you should be involved, if we're gonna borrow your plane.
Don't let Lennox hear you call it a plane. She takes it personally. Anyway, sure thing. You've done right by me. So you got the okay for me. Sophie and Esme tell me you helped them out too. So as far as the responders are concerned, you're good to go.
Great. This means a lot to the Union. I'll make sure you're well rewarded for it. I might have some other things I need help with here in Appalachia, too. I'll let you know. Good luck up there. We're counting on you.
I could really use a drink, but Rucker wants us sober on the job.
You and me. Whoa, hey, now you look interesting. What's up? I'm Lennox. Yeah? Right on. About time we made another trip out there. I mean, me and my girl here. You haven't been, I guess. Rucker said somebody'd be coming by. Guess you're it. If you're all set, I'm ready when you are. She's all fueled up for the trip out and back. I'm a miracle worker in the sky, but even I can't make a fly on willpower alone. Now I get my girl ready for takeoff, and you just tell me when you're ready to go.
once we could keep it together. Nothing's ever simple. Do this. How would things be different with a normal family?
again.
Alright, 10 seconds to take a breather. Alright, 10 seconds to take a breather.
The neon lights, forbidden delights, come have it all, right here in Atlantic City.
Hey! You got a great voice, lady! Wish I could stay awake to hear it!
Excuse me? Just who do you think you're speaking to?
Oh, shut it, Connie. You're always starting crap.
I got the right to say what I mean. Your fancy jazz is putting me to sleep.
Really? Now I don't know what indignities you and this country thrift store are forced to survive out here.
Hey, I scavenged these threads from Charleston landfill, fair and square.
You're living in a bubble, lady. The wasteland ain't no place for some snazzy pre-war nightclub.
Get out of my club! Get out! Out!
Oh, jeez Louise. You don't have to tell me twice.
By the way, your singing sucks anyway.
The nerve!
Well, that was embarrassing. Welcome to the Rose Room. Anything to drink? You need something too? Nothing's ever simple. Use my time wisely, please. I apologize on behalf of my mother. We'll have enough trouble getting people in here without her immediately scaring them away. To be honest, this is more turnout than I expected. Which is welcome, of course. I mean, I just hope the rest of them are friendly. Anything to drink? Yeah, well, I've got more of them than I'd like. Sorry, it's not your job to hear me complain. It's your job to relax, have a drink, and enjoy the music. So, what can I help you with? Yeah. Yeah, I really could. My mom thought we weren't going to have any trouble tonight, but the crowd I've seen so far, I have my doubts. Big ones. If you feel inclined, could you keep an eye out? Maybe, if it's necessary, handle a fight? But keep a low profile about it so Mom doesn't freak out. I'd really appreciate it. Right, of course not. I wouldn't expect you to. Head's just all over the place lately. This is what I can spare. Go ahead and join the audience. If nothing happens, then, you can enjoy the show just like everyone else. I hope that's the case, but, you know, better safe than sorry. And thank you. I do really appreciate the help.
Hello, folks. Rowdy looking bunch out there.
Well, as I say, there's no better cure for a long day than some snazzy tunes. Sit back and enjoy.
I can't listen to this baloney no more. Let's light this place up.
God damn it! Everyone, you see me give the goddamn signal!
Someone's there.
Still got it.
What in God's name is happening?
They were simple instructions. How hard is it to follow simple instructions?
Vincenzo, Must have left something.
Why is my audio
Did I
dead?
screw up?
Why don't you ask this guy before he croaks?
I mean, really? What does on my signal mean to you? Does it mean whenever the hell you want?
Who are you? Get away.
Didn't turn out well for them. What about me, huh? Condemned to death by the stupidity of others. It was simple. Wait for all the Russos to be in the room together. Shoot on my signal.
What was that?
Couldn't follow either one. Almost makes me happy to be put out of my freaking misery. Wouldn't you like to know?
Whoever it was, they're wasting their time sending you all this way.
Hey, I told them the same thing, lady. Starting to think they wanted to get rid of me, too.
They're gonna come for me.
Vincenzo, what did you do?
What? Really? You of all people are gonna point your finger at me?
Guess every one of you nutsos has a reason to be afraid of payback from Atlantic City. Sleep tight, Russos. I may not be the last to come for you.
Just nonsense is all it is. We can't let them scare us.
We don't know who they are to begin with.
You happen to have the time?
Don't act like you're above all this. For all we know, someone at City Hall
Must
has it
have
out for
left
you.
Something. Where did I screw
I
up?
can't even begin to tell you how little you know about me and City... Shit, Abby, are you okay?
Get away from me. Oh, they know. I thought I covered my tracks. They're gonna come back. They're gonna...
What are you talking about?
She's got the shakes. Could be she's danced with the devil.
You're my own mom. Don't talk to me like...
Crap, I think you're right.
Those who fancy themselves part of the Atlantic City high life have access to a special intoxicant. They drink the devil's blood. I should have paid more attention. Must be the stress of the move got to her.
You say that now. All of this was your idea. We're so busy dealing with your problems, there's no room for anyone else.
Is that really how you feel, Vincenzo?
Yes, it is 100% absolutely how I feel.
After everything I've done for us, everything I've sacrificed. Unbelievable.
Crap. I think I went too far. Sorry about all this. I was right to expect trouble, just not this much of it. Just... please go talk to my mother for me. It was a bad time to set her off. Right now, we just need to figure out how to help Abby. Thank you.
Who are you? Get away. What was that?
Opening night is a failure. I offer drinks, games, music, more excitement and luxury than this dreary mountain range has ever seen, and what do I get? An audience full of hitmen, a strung-out daughter, and an unappreciative son! Just ridiculous! Nothing makes sense anymore! Of course he does. And I'd like one thing in the last 20 years of my life to count as a success! Is that so much to ask for? Ah, fine. I'll come downstairs and help. The extra moment of peace isn't worth delaying the inevitable. But it's not like I'll be able to do anything anyway. Do me one favor first. Go upstairs and let my husband Antonio know what's happening. He may not understand, but
Must have left something.
should at least be told.
Where did I screw up?
Well, pleasure to meet you. Welcome to the Russo's Haven. How do you like the festivities? Blood of the devil? No, that doesn't sound like something anybody should be drinking.
They're gonna come for me.
What should you do? About what exactly? I can't help you if you don't tell me what the problem is. My daughter. Oh, you know, I still remember catching little Abby with a pack of candy pilfered from the convenience store. So clever. Yeah. It's so stubborn. I never thought that she... Hitman? Going already? But you just said hello.
They're gonna come for me.
You're back. Thanks for that. Look, I've done some thinking. Devil's blood is highly addictive, and withdrawal is dangerous. It could even be fatal.
What was that?
We're hundreds of miles away from anyone who knows what to do about this. Doctors here are only going to know about regular chems.
A doctor's not good enough anyway. We need the blood.
What was that?
Correct. And the only way to get to Atlantic City in a timely fashion is a vertibird. Say, you don't happen to be on good terms with the refuge, do you?
They're gonna come for me.
That's a boon we really need right now. I need to ask you something crazy. Because you don't really know us, and really, from what you've seen so far, have no reason to trust us. But my sister is in trouble, so I'm going to ask. Could you fly to Atlantic City and bring back a dose of Devil's Blood?
You make the second part of that sound like a simple ask.
I did say it was crazy. But please, and I really mean it, it'd be a bad idea for any of us to go back there right now. If newcomers like us could even negotiate a flight in the first place. It's an exclusive chem, typically only accessible to high society and to the people that source it, the mob. You'll have to find one of them. See what you can negotiate. You're not joking, right? Oh, You can pull this off. Abby needs you to. Please, just let us know as soon as possible if anything goes wrong.
Did I screw up?
I'll do whatever I can for her in the meantime.
I'm so sick of silence. Why don't you come entertain? I'm not sure how much longer I can survive outside the city.
Must have left something. Where did I screw up?
Are there any songwriters around here? I may be doomed to search my own feelings for inspiration. Horrid!
As I've said, Mrs. Russo, the facilities are available to responders and refugees.
I am responding to a need to save an addict from the terrifying consequences of indulgence. I suppose your charity doesn't extend to dirty junkies.
I deeply apologize for the commotion, darling. We do strive to make every visit to the White Spring a pleasant one.
Finally, you've arrived. I was resigned to having to convince this lunatic that my daughter is dying all by myself.
Do you know this woman? Ah, wonderful.
I believe an apology is in order.
Apologies are ordered to those who deserve them. Nonetheless, it behooves the refuge to help those in need. Perhaps you could provide more coherent details regarding this woman's conundrum. We've heard the name. The stories place it as something rather more dangerous than your average chem.
The High is legendary, reserved for the upper crust of idiots who live in America's playground and still manage to get bored.
It is your daughter we're talking about helping, right?
Oh, give Abigail a break. The move has been stressful for her.
In that case, you will be happy to hear that the leaders of Atlantic City are sponsoring travel for visitors. You might speak to Mr. Jeremiah Hopkins about it, if you haven't already. He has a booth out in the common area, beside the stage. So long as you're willing to provide assistance to the locals during your travels, you may fly to Atlantic City whenever you'd like.
Incredible. Was that so difficult?
You're graciously welcome for the flight, Mrs. Russo. Now I'm afraid I have other duties to attend to. Lennox shall be happy to board you once your preparations are complete. Excuse me.
It baffles me how you're able to deal with that person. I mean, where are they from? The 17th century? Wonderful. I'll be having a drink at the bar until our departure. I'll need it to get me through that dreadful flight.
Excuse me! Sorry to interrupt you. I just heard you were going to Atlantic City and it's not safe there. There's a monster. I saw it. People keep going missing. That's why I left.
You're not mouthing off about some Jersey devil, are you? What a load of hogwash. My parents told me that story when I was a child to scare me into submission. Well, it didn't work! And no Jersey devil has snatched me from my bed.
It's real, I swear! At least I warned you. Better for my conscience. Keep your eyes on the skies. Do you think it's really safe here?
Oh, did it always smell like this? You would think in a city people could find a civilized place to relieve themselves. Oh. The best vet I can give you is a fellow named Stanley Soriano. He spends all his free time at the High Rollers Lounge in the Neapolitan Casino. Stan is a weak link. Make him feel important, and he'll serve up practically anything on a silver platter. Don't wait up for me. Or actually, do. One should always have an escape plan.
Since they put the Gavone with the belts in charge of the books. A word of advice. Any wise guy who starts trouble around here ain't really wise. Let us know if you run into
one thing I don't miss? Driving. Seen one too many Jersey slides gone wrong.
The overgrown are getting in again.
I should get out and clear my head. I think I'll have to ask them one more time.
Isn't this place crazy?
How's your luck? I haven't hit the jackpot yet.
I gotta head home before dark. There's a few too many boogeymen around here.
I gotta head home before dark.
I need a fat sandwich. Quick!
Think I'll head down to the pier, catch a show.
Don't bother me. I'm on vacation.
Like some old farm.
What's that cologne you're wearing?
That show last night.
Oh, the freeloader?
Every day I see more of the barons in the city. You think that I should join the Goonies? Do something useful for a change.
Never have a kid.
Don shows his
Mine
mother.
keeps asking.
Don't shake hands with Sal. Man's constantly sweating through his palms.
This place too good.
You gotta respect those showboys for going on.
There's a few too many boogeymen around here. Do you know if it's happy hour? This place is a pocket of paradise. Closest we're gonna get after the war.
What's it take to get me? Do I just, kill a guy?
Think the
and then
Munis
mob
really
shows
have
up
everything
for
handled?
food?
I mean, it's too good to be true, right?
I love your vacation wear.
I gotta tell Joey to plug up the.
Have you been down to the aquarium?
I gotta head home before dark. There's a few too many boogeymen around here.
Hey, if Tim fancies himself the leader of AC, like some old farmer's gonna whack anybody.
Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
In here. Well, close enough.
Gotta head home before dark. There's a few too many boogeymen around here.
Run by a circus. grandfather and a bunch of underpaid city workers.
My pa was
And
a
we're
made
expected
man.
to believe
His pa before
get
him,
along.
and his pa before him.
Mayor Tim fancies himself the leader of AC? Like some old farmer's gonna whack.
Closest we're gonna get after the war.
Caught Sal tampering with the slots again.
Royal flush again? You must have the angels on your side.
Don't shake hands with Sal.
You mean you don't see it, Stan?
Word around the
He's
club
playing you.
is that Concerta's
Nobody
been
got that kind of
overstepped.
luck.
I don't know how Quintino was letting that
Ah,
slide.
come on. You know I'd never play you, Stan. You're the man. You know what I love most about you, Stan? How much faith you put in your friends.
This is ludicrous.
Oh, now what you gonna do that for? You really think he was playing?
Come on, Stan. 3 royal flushes in a row. Now you grab that cash and take care of your family. I'm headed out.
And a gross little hop.
You got all the Vegas you need right here in AC. Capiche? Don't need to be going nowhere else.
Buttercup.
What's that cologne you're wearing?
Down to the pier and
Oh, they freeloader? My pa was a made man. His pa before him, and his pa before him. And, wait.
Caught Sal tampering with the slots again. That grifter's gonna ruin our reputation. I've got more How long?
No way I was... You looking at something? Always a shame when you think someone's got your back, and turns out they're just playing you. But hey, crazy things happen all the time. Just last week, someone was saying that special chips worth double, but they looked exactly the same. Now, what was the deal with that, huh? At least put some gold flecks on them or something.
Payday's become a myth around here since the
Whoa there! Now, I can hook you up with all kinds of camps. But as for the blood, what makes you think a nobody like you should get access to Atlantic City's most sought-after camp?
Mayor Tim fancies himself the leader of AC? Like some old farmer's gonna whack anybody.
Yeah, every junkie on the street's got an important reason. That's why we gotta keep it out of their hands. Devil's blood is for those who can handle it. Contribute to the city, become an influence, show you're capable. The blood is your reward. Well, since you're so keen on helping Stan, maybe there is something you could do for me. You know why I spend my time in the High Rollers Lounge? Ambition. My fortune's waiting in these walls. I'll give you a chance to help me find it. Take some of my caps and bet them at my lucky slot machine. This is a daily ritual, you see. A crucial one. But it takes me away from my place here at the lounge.
How come the munis need so much money? What, you gotta pay the electricity at
That you will. And really think about what you're doing, huh? The significance of it.
Losing Antonio was a
They
big
let
hit
you
to
in
the
to
family.
see me, did they?
Can't believe that rat ran out on us.
Wonder how long it'll be before the Don shows his mug.
Think I'll head down to the pier and catch a ship.
Sal tampering with the slots again.
That's gonna ruin our reputation.
What's poppin'?
You know where I could get a good hoagie?
Still can't believe that show last night. Oh, so barbaric.
The house always wins, huh? Well, not tonight it doesn't. I've got my lucky
How's your luck?
charm.
I haven't hit the jackpot yet.
My luck is changing. Mayor Tim fancies himself the lead. Some old farmer's gonna whack anybody.
So, how'd it go? Come on! Tell me I hit the jackpot!
My pa was a made man, and his pa before him, and his pa before him. Wait, what did the pa before that pa do?
What? Tampered with? You mean all those years? All those cats? How could this be? Looks like I may need to find a different lucky slot. I've seen other ones with screwdrivers in them. I got a good feeling about those ones. See, it's like someone's trying to ward people off of them. Keep them away from the winners. You taking notes? Nah, thanks for the assistance. Playing even a small part in Stan's grand ambitions is something to be proud of. And I'd say it makes you ready for a taste of the best our city has to offer. But first, you'll have to prove yourself trustworthy. Provide service for the family, and you'll be rewarded. Cross the family, and you end up on our hit list. See, a young showman known as Zaid stole some blood from our stores a few nights back. He's got a show on tonight. And those who don't respect our rules don't get to live freely. You want the blood? Then that show don't go smoothly. And Zaid gets the message to never even dream about stealing from us again.
How come the munis need so much money? What, you gotta pay the electricity at cut or something?
Sounds like we have an understanding. Now listen carefully. You're gonna have to get backstage somehow. Maybe by posing as a cast member. That's your best shot at getting access to Zaid. Once you've got an opportunity, it's up to you how you want to deal with him. I'll meet you outside after the show. Don't disappoint me.
His bar before him, and his bar before him. And, wait.
You here to bet big or what?
This is the most happening place in AC. Why those munis want to stay in their gross little hovels beyond me.
Are you supposed to be...
Buttercup. That name will be the death of me.
My pa was a made man, and his pa before him.
Here comes an interruption. There's nothing more important than this room. Maybe gas.
Head down to the pier and catch a show.
Don't you just love the sea breeze?
Protect and serve.
So, this city's run by a circus, a godfather, and a bunch of underpaid city workers. And we're
Oh, head down to the pier and catch a show. Beat it! I'm not your tour guide.
I think I'll head down to the pier and catch a show.
Sorry, no time to chat. Got a city.
Something gotta do to compensate the
Hey.
Every coward wants to call themselves a critic. Shine brightly. You'll never know.
Welcome to Saltwater Sands.
I'll head down to the pier and catch a ship.
Welcome, welcome. Here to be amazed, shocked, and entertained? Well, tonight, as our lucky 13th customer, you will get all of that and more for free. Congratulations.
Every day I see more of the barons in the city.
And you will not be disappointed. Please head straight inside to the stage and take care not to enter restricted areas. We may be a bit late tonight, as we are still awaiting the arrival of one of our cast members. The show simply cannot start without our star clown. Trust me, they are worth the wait.
I'll head down to the pier and catch a ship.
Have you been down to the aquarium? It's,
had a flower for you. We're all just minds in a soundless world.
It's the soul that's oversized, not the shoe!
Dibbles! Is that finally you? Late on opening night? Who hired you? Was it me? We'll be served on a plate to the ravenous masses with their vicious, quivering jaws. Oh, get to the stage already! They await your opening act! I'm not ready yet. I can't be seen like this. Not just a show, a masterpiece, an indelible memory. Go now, before our audience turns rabid. They must be starving.
Eating around will be the death of me.
And now, for your opening act, please welcome to the stage the funniest, the wackiest, the most diabolical Star Clown! This zany jokester never shies from a good gag, even at their own expense. But why don't I let them show you what I mean? Fun fact, nothing stimulates a clown's appetite more than a hearty laugh. A hungry clown will prance and frolic to earn a mouthful of their favorite food, delivered with enthusiasm by their jovial leader. Please welcome this giggle of clowns to the stage and bear witness to their feeding frenzy.
Go for it! This is a diet!
doing here? You followed me, didn't you? You better explain yourself. Well, if you're so interested, then fine. You weren't supposed to know about all this, but there's no avoiding it now. I used to be the star around here. I deserve to have it back. That stage is mine. I'm taking it from this up-and-coming nobody to remind this city exactly what they lost. Or at least, that was my plan. You being here really puts a damper on things. You and Vincenzo have that situation handled. This family has never needed me. Antonio was always busy, and Abigail followed him like a dog. Vincenzo handled everything around the house, but the crowd... They always loved me. I gave them something. I still have more to give. Then you understand why I have to do this. It's my only chance. I'm nothing without it. Nonsense. They were always complaining about me, calling me a diva. Vincenzo would tell me to get out of the way so he could do things properly. I'm nothing but a failure to them. They have no appreciation. Isn't it too late? I've spent so much time blocking them out, focusing on myself. No, that's a quitter's attitude. I never let anything stop me in showbiz. Well, home might be a different stage, but a show nonetheless.
Is that Evelyn Russo? The disgrace? Oh, Mother has to hear about this. She's gonna send the whole city after you.
Wait! Come back here, you pathetic nobody! Shit. I didn't expect them to raise the alarm so soon. Well, I don't have much time before every showman on the boardwalk is chasing after me with a machete. But before I go, the least I can do is help you help Abigail. So tell me what needs to be done. So, it's dirty business. Well, nothing new in this city. Now, the final act of this little show involves the star clown, you, throwing knives at poor Zaid against a decorated backboard. There's an obvious option there if bloodshed doesn't make you, queasy. But we do know the showmen take cheating very seriously. And it just so happens that Zaid wears a protective vest underneath his costume. Puts a sour taste in my mouth, knowing exactly how that feels. But it's the showmen who are delusional, not Zaid and I for valuing our own lives. I'll leave the job to you. I need to scram before Charlotte's loyal human dogs sniff me out.
Every second without laughter is closer to death.
A night of heart-throbbing classics. Where would we be without them?
For hundreds of years, art has risked heart and soul, life, limb. So I close with one last visceral threat. The curve of blade to neck. Tantalizingly close. Assistant! Master of laughs! Let loose! And don't you dare gut me! Get to your place! You're ruining us! This? It isn't at all what it looks like. My costume. The layers! Boo! Oh! Oh, it's over! Mother! It's over! Ah! I fooled myself! They all see it! Oh, I've got to get out of here! Where can I hide?
Who is that wearing my oversized shoes? You think just anyone can honk and giggle? You made me a punchline!
Distinguished guests, clown and showman, brace yourself for an unexpected encore! For this impersonating intruder cannot be allowed to leave unpunished! This is now an open-fire venue! But we come to the nearest activity board, grab your gun, and join the fun!
Beyond your wildest expectations, was it not?
My fault.
I heard the news. Showmen are gonna have his head. Probably would have been nicer to cut off a limb or two. As promised, a taste of the devil himself. Now, don't you go blabbing about where you got it. Stan's got a tight ship to steer. Now don't you forget what Stan did for you. Capiche?
Tell me you have the dose. You're a lifesaver. All right, Abby. Down the hatch.
Ven? Mom? And... who are you again? Feels... nice. Oh. Right. Guess I'm in trouble again, huh?
This is just temporary. We need to find you a real solution. An antidote. You got into this, Abs. Do you know anything about getting off it?
Well, maybe Dad would have told me if he hadn't cut me out. But that's all water under the bridge, though. Everything's dandy now. We're in West Virginia. It's a new start. No more jobs, no more Dad. Everything's good. It has to be.
Dad? Thing is, I've tried to get answers from him about all kinds of things. But if he knows something about Devil's Blood, it has to still be in there somewhere. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Look, I know it's awkward, but would you try talking to him? Hey. Thanks. You saved my sister's life.
Abigail? Are you, all right, dear?
Who, me? You're really asking?
Of course, darling. We're going to get you out of this conundrum. If anyone knows how to slink out of a mess, it's your mother. Never mind that there's usually another one waiting. We'll tackle that when we get to it.
Yeah, we will. Won't we? Thanks,
Mom. Oh, it's you. Who are you again?
Helping the family out? Oh, no, that's dangerous work. Hope you're being safe about it.
No hope of a salon. I'm deteriorating.
Abby, in trouble? If only I could have. If only I could have, if only I could have, spent more time with her.
Though wayward, more like the bedraggled. I don't want their business anyway.
Abby, darling, such a strong child. Did you hear that noise?
Evelyn Russo, nursing cheap vodka in a shack amidst the hills of absolutely nowhere. Oh,
So what did Pop have to say? Anything comprehensible? Pop, so he's not totally gone. Well, that's reassuring. Or upsetting. Haven't decided yet, and don't have time to. Well, if he won't help us, we'll need more of a Hail Mary.
What is that glowing concoction people drink around here? Nuka-shine?
Well, I've been trying to remember anything Dad may have told me about his job back in the day. And something came to mind. I remember he would take business trips to the city center. That's government territory, so it always struck me as out of character. He told us he had a warehouse there. Never said what it was for, and I never found out either. If he really was involved with Devil's Blood, though, maybe that place has something to do with it. Maybe the family is keeping stock there. Even an antidote if we're lucky.
Glad you agree. I know it's a long shot, but it gives us a starting point. Alright, we'll need to borrow that vertebrate of yours again. I'm coming with you this time. We'll fly into downtown, and I'll get us in contact with an old friend of mine familiar with the rumors. She'll know where to go from there. Let's meet in Atlantic City and go from there. There has to be some way to help Abby.
Evelyn Russo, nursing.
It's a crime that never stops.
Okay, now that we're here, it's time to find Sloane. She used to patrol this area. Said if I ever needed help, to head this way, and she'd find me. Alright, let's see if she still knows my whistle.
That she held on the way in. We'll see about the way out.
That wasn't what I expected.
Didn't think I'd ever hear that whistle again, Vin. But it sounds as good as ever.
Thanks, Sloane. I bet you thought you were rid of my poor aim when I left the Munis.
You know I never wanted to be rid of you in the first place, but... yeah, I really did.
Let's see what Sloane has to say.
Looks like it's only a matter of time.
Let's see what
Always
Sloane
nice to see some friendly faces. Though I don't recognize yours. What brings you back to AC, Ven? You bringing me a new recruit?
I've come to ask you a favor. Remember those reports we used to get about the family snooping around our turf? We're here to find them.
The family? Steer clear of them, Ven. They're trouble. What has you looking for those gangsters anyway? Your new friend here drag you into this? A cure? I hope that doesn't mean what I think it means.
Abby's on Devil's Blood. We're here trying to find an antidote. I know the mob moves in and out of the district. Don't ask me how. It's the perfect place to hide chems. Tucked in a dangerous part of town, away from their precious casino, out of the spotlight. If they do have a warehouse here, maybe we can find a lead on a cure. Please, I need your help.
Vin, I'm so sorry. You know I want to help. But first, I've got my own problem to solve. I'm only out this way because my squad got scattered fighting overgrown nearby. I'm still missing a lot of my people. I need to find them, but there's a lot of ground to cover.
Listen, you're our best bet for finding that warehouse. Let us help you. Together we can find your squad faster, and then you can repay the favor.
Really? Are you sure? Abby needs you.
Like I said, to help Abby, we need you. Plus, I can't just leave my old comrades to die.
If you insist, I won't turn you down. But I hope you aren't doing this out of some misguided sense of guilt. And what about you? You as good a Samaritan as Mr. Russo here? Have that instinct? Happy to have the extra body. All right. I saw some of my cadets out down the road past your makeshift landing pad. Head over there and help out anyone you can find. Vin and I will take our own path and help out the rest. You just set the road closer to City Hall when you're done. I have a hunch about where we can find that warehouse of yours. Good luck.
Thank you. Whew, you saved my life.
Corruption. Some say tax fraud is a victimless crime. That's not true. We would kill you, and then you would be a victim. He's not going to solve it.
I could have taken him.
Thanks. I thought I was dead meat.
you held on the way in. We'll see about the way out.
Your hiatus.
It's nice to know I haven't lost my touch. Oh, that brought back some memories.
Missing the good old days?
Oh, I don't miss the danger. But it does feel good to be a Muni again, even as a fill-in. Right, we need to search for that warehouse. Abby's life depends on it.
Abby. Poor girl. I hope for her sake, whatever hunch you have pays off. You should check down this alley. We've seen family members hanging around a building down there. I don't want to fight, so we've never pressed them on why. Could be what you're looking for.
If they're guarding a building off their usual turf, it has to be something important. But how do we get in? Worth a shot. We'll hang back and keep watch from this direction. Good luck.
Find anything?
Gonna pull one out of thin air.
Hey, you! Yeah, you! You're gonna come over here and settle an argument for us. We was just about to take our lunch break, but I ain't leaving until we figure this out.
Tell us, Guy, it's real. The $2 bill! That's right. This moron doesn't think it exists.
And this moron thinks it does. Proof. I need physical proof. That's no way to win an argument.
Hey, you don't want to take this seriously? Then beat it!
Yeah, get out of here.
It's real.
It's fake.
Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 can do, friend. This warehouse is off limits. Family only. Capiche? Now, we gotta settle this argument before we take our lunch break. So, why don't you forget all about that and pick a side? What? Prove it to me. I need proof. All right?
They're your family, but you did the right thing.
That's what I keep telling myself. There's a part of me that still thinks I did wrong by you.
You know I'd love to have you back, but Abby comes first.
You're back. That was incredible. What did you find? Really? Then we were right. I can hardly believe it.
I think I know the building you're talking about. We received reports of people slinking around that area, but it's so full of overgrown that I dismissed the idea out of hand. That was dumb of me. Let's head that way, see what's there. Maybe we can sneak inside.
We used to use pipes like these to pump the water out of buildings and go hunting for salvage. But couldn't we reverse the flow? And use the pressure to flush the family out? With the right adjustments, we can blast enough water inside to take out any guards and create some kind of opening.
Now that you mention it, we did have an incident once where a newbie mixed up the valve order and blasted a bunch of overgrown to Kingdom Come.
Yes, we're so close. I just know this will pay off.
It's a good plan, Vin. But this is the end of the line for me. If a municipal officer got caught assaulting a gangster hideout, it could jeopardize the peace we have in Atlantic City. Before I go, though, I want to make you an offer. I want you to come back to us when this is all through. Curing Abby takes precedence. I would never say otherwise. But it's clear you missed the job. We'll take you back. I'll pull whatever strings are necessary. What do you think?
I knew this was coming, but I'm still not sure what to say. In my heart, I'm uni, but I left for a reason. My family needs me, desperately. If I'm not there for them, they'll probably devolve into raiders or ghouls or worse. And I'm only half joking. I need to think about it. I will take it seriously. I promise.
I know you will. I'm sorry to make you choose again, but I really do feel it would be right for you to return. Think it through. I'll be here for you either way. Good luck, Finn.
Okay, concentrate. Back to business. These pumps are finicky. We'll need to turn the valves in the right order to reverse the flow. The valves are marked with their numbers. I think the order should be 3, 2, 4, 1. Can you remember that? That's right. Let's have at it. Start over. It's 3, 2, 4, 1. Did it. The plan worked. Okay, now we just need to look around and see if there's a cure stashed here somewhere. Before we do, though, tell me something. We did it. The plan worked. Okay, now we just need to look around and see if there's a cure stashed here somewhere. Before we do, though, tell me something. Once we're all past this, do you think I should come back here? Leave the business? Try and return to my old life? Which is why I never considered it an option. I'm Mr. Dependable. And I take pride in that. I tend the bar, I keep the books, I look after my little sis. It's just being here, doing what I love again. It's really made me reconsider, you know? What would you do in my position? I guess our being here now is evidence enough of that, isn't it? You really do rely on me. Should I leave them in the lurch to pursue my own happiness? You've given me some food for thought. Thank you. I'll sort out my own feelings later. Now, it looks like there's another floor to this place. Let's get up there and take a look. Who do we have here?
Hey, look, I just work here, okay? I don't want any more trouble. Take what you want, but don't hurt me. Me? I'm Jean. I cook blood for the family. Not my first choice, but it has its perks. Wait, why am I answering your questions? Who are you? What are you doing here? Cure for devil's blood addiction? That info is what we call classified. You'll have to make me an offer better than the kneecaps I'll lose for telling you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. Point taken, point taken. Look, I would if I could, okay? But I can't cook an antidote for devil's blood. Not with what I got here. I only use synthetic materials. Hate to talk down my own product, but, yeah, it's almost like knockoff stuff. Wasn't always that way. In the good old days, before I was caged up like a lab rat, we used a purer, organic compound. But times have changed.
But if you had that organic compound, you could create an antidote? Can't we get it for you?
Well, maybe if you could get it. But good luck with that. Even I don't know where it comes from. Only the original creator does. And he's long gone. Conchita Lombardi drove him into exile when she took power. Might have even whacked him by now. So unless you happen to know where Tony Russo is hiding out, you aren't getting your cure. Sorry, pal.
My father? Damn it, Pop. I knew you had something to do with this. Just not what...
Wait... Tony is your dad? The mafia boss Antonio Russo? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're Vinny? I really am losing my kneecaps.
Seems like we owe my father another visit. Senile or not. We have to get him to cough up some info if we want to save Abby.
Senile? Oh, kid! Did you really fall for that act? That man's sharp as a carving knife. He was barking orders right up until he fled. Never a hint of forgetfulness. Oh, not one. He's been pulling the wool over your eyes, Vin. Yeah, I'm just sad to see you fell for it.
He... What? There's no way. Unless... I was pretty busy. And I'd been away from home, working for the Munis for a while. Did I just take it for granted? You're right. We need to head home and confront my father. Do whatever it takes to make him admit he's been playing us, or dig up something that could lead to a cure. I know this was a lot to go through, but thank you again for doing this. I'll meet you at home when you're ready.